SmallRig has been really diversifying their products lately. This here is their latest, the MagicFIZ. As the name suggests, the fizz part, not the magic part. This is a wireless follow focus system. This, I would say, is more of an accessible option rather than a true product innovation. I'm saying that because Fizz systems have been around for ages. This is the Handgrip kit. So I get one motor and one Handgrip controller. There is also an option to get a hand wheel controller type, which I do not have. The system also is supposedly capable of controlling up to 2 motors simultaneously, which I also do not have an extra motor to test out. So I'll only be speaking for the single Handgrip, single motor experience. The build quality of the motor unit is pretty reassuring. It's solid, metallic. The grip, on the other hand, is a lot more plasticky. I do feel like I have to baby this quite a bit on set, but if you're looking at the Handgrip version, despite it being fully capable of wirelessly controlling the focus motor, it does make a bit of noise when you turn it quickly. It is far more likely that your hand grip is going to end up as part of your camera build, and I'm saying that because the way you use the grip, it's really meant for times when you're both operating the camera and pulling focus yourself. There's no big focus ring you can draw marks on, so you're really looking at the monitor and eyeballing your focus with this one. If you're looking for something to use as a first AC, pulling focus remotely, then do yourself a favor and get the hand wheel edition. You might notice there is a release latch on the hand grip, which actually releases the actual control unit. Now, this mechanism exists because if you have the hand wheel controller, you can actually pop the hand wheel controller onto this grip, then you have the hand wheel controller, and I presume you can still use the dial here on the grip itself to control another motor. The motor mounts onto standard 15mm rods with a standard gear pitch of 0.8. On the hand grip, your control ring is this rubberized dial up front. It's got hard stops with a pretty generous throw. I have to run a segment of my index finger across it twice to go from one end to the other. You get a control resolution of 1,000 steps, which is very adequate. The system is very responsive even to very minute inputs. In terms of torque and speed, I would rate it decent. Should be enough for most situations. To give you something visual, here's a very aggressive focus rack on a Canon CNE Prime. For lenses like these which have hard stops, you can quite easily perform auto-calibration from either the motor or the controller end. For lenses without hard stops, it is possible to manually define a start and end point. Now, both the controller and the motor require power. The SmallRig MagicFIZ does not ship with batteries, so you do need to prepare your own power. For using the system in a truly wireless, independent fashion, like right now, you would need 2 types of batteries, because the controller runs off Canon LPE6 batteries, while the motor runs off Sony NP batteries via a battery sled attachment. You'll probably want to use the smaller size NP batteries for the motor, because otherwise you're going to be looking at a lot of bulk mounted on that rod beside your lens. It actually looks pretty weird, I'll give you that. But if your control grip is mounted to your camera, then you have an opportunity to shed some weight on the motor side. You can connect the hand grip to the motor using a USB-C cable, which establishes a wired connection, as well as power the motor from the grip's E6 battery. The inverse is not possible though. You cannot power the grip from the motor's battery, although the grip can actually take USB power from, say, a D-tap power source, which will require a separate cable. I should note, despite that possibility, there is no power pass-through built into the control grip. One thing I do quite like and wish to point out on the system is the info display, specifically the way it displays a ring around the motor number, which visualizes the current position of the focus throw. That's a really nice touch. So this has been a quick look at the MagicFIZ from SmallRig. I really wonder what they're up to next. They've gone from cages to tripods, lights, microphones, and now Fizz systems. But for this, I'll drop a link below for anyone interested, and if you enjoyed this quick look, why not watch another one of my videos?